Well, good morning. Whether you're training for a 5K, a marathon, raising a family, or learning a new skill, the big wins don't happen by accident. It takes intentionality. We're going to start to unpack what it looks like to be a great leader. We all have an idea of what a great leader looks like. Maybe it's a boss we have had, better, maybe it's a boss we have. Pretty sure we know what it doesn't look like. But most importantly, how can we be great leaders? That's what we're going to talk about. So let's get into it. Welcome to Leadership on the Run. So a few years ago, I started working with a company called Giant Worldwide. They developed a set of visual tools to help explain leadership principles. They're simple, but profound in a lot of ways. And over the past couple of years, I've been able to work with individuals and teams from a variety of businesses and organizations to help teach these leadership principles, things that these folks hadn't ever really internalized. And the whole concept, the framework for this is based on a principle called the 100X leader. The 100X leader. So let's unpack that a little bit. The 100X leader. The 100 part is a percentage. And what we want to do is move toward 100% health. What we're talking about is leadership health. And so it's likely that none of us will ever really get to 100. But every time we apply a principle, use it with ourselves, with our teams, with our family, we're moving that needle just a little bit towards the 100. Once we understand these principles and apply them, we want to teach them to somebody else, and that's where the X comes in. The X is for multiplication. So we learn these tools, and then we replicate them. We pour into somebody else and teach them the principles. That's what a 100X leader does. Cool thing about these tools is that many of them are just as helpful at home as they are at work. And so the idea is learn the tool, lead yourself, lead your family, then lead your team. So that's what we're going to talk about in these videos. I'm going to teach a tool, and then I'm going to challenge you to implement that into your life. And we'll call that the 100 challenge, helping you to move toward 100% leadership health. Then I'm going to challenge you to multiply that, teach it to someone else. We'll call that the X challenge. That takes intentionality. So the first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to think about the best leader you've ever been under. And what was it that made them a great leader? Then I want you to think about your worst boss experience and what made that so. I want you to put it down in the comments below. Be careful about names. Let's just talk about the characteristics that made them a good leader or a bad leader. So for those of you who have come for the run, well, I'm just starting a new training block for the Mississippi Gulf Coast Marathon in December. And I'm trying a new training plan called the Hanson Marathon Method, I think. It's based on cumulative fatigue. So we'll see what that's all about. So let me know if you've tried Hanson before. what you liked about it, maybe what you didn't like about it, what worked, what didn't work. Throw that in the comments below. So that's it. That's the video for today. Thanks for making it to the end. And I'll see you next time. Until then, keep moving and keep being intentional to become the leader you were meant to be.